Here's a complete guide for Cartethyias and Wuthering Waves. Alright, so she scales off of HP, so obviously her best in slot would be her signature weapon. Her second best would be Carmelia's weapon, and then the standard banner 5-star weapon. Followed by Chang Li's weapon, the Blazing Brilliance, and then Brant's weapon, the Unflickering Valor, and then last but not least is the Guardian Sword. It's a 3-star weapon. Alright, next is going to be Echoes. Her best in slot is going to be the Sword Echo that you can get from her weekly boss. And the best setup would be 4-4-1-1-1 or 4-3-3-1-1. But the 4-4-1-1-1 is better for damage wise. You're going to want crit stats for the 4 and the 4, and then HP stats for the 1-1-1. And then the other one is crit rate or crit damage 4 stat, and then an 2 arrow damage bonus, and then 2 HP percent. So 4-3-3-1-1. And then for the substats, you're going to want energy recharge, crit rate, crit damage, and then HP percent. The Gust of Welkin is a 30% damage bonus. Probably going to want to put that on your support, so like Chacona if you're using her, or Arrow Rover. The Windward Pilgrimage is her best in slot though. Gives you a 10% crit rate damage bonus, 30% arrow damage, 15% also from your teammate. Alright, next is going to be your talent priority, which is going to be your forte, your ultimate or your resonance liberation, your skill, your basic attack, and then your outro. Alright, next is going to be her sequences. Sequence 1 is basically just more damage. Sequence 2 increases erosion enemy stacks, and it's basically a massive damage buff. And it makes your air attack have 200% more arrow damage, as well as a cooldown decrease. Number 3 is going to be more erosion stacks added, as well as 100% damage increase to your skill. Number 4 is a all team attribute damage bonus. Number 5 is going to be kind of like a shield. When you die, it'll kind of save you when you're in your ultimate form, as well as you only take 25% HP instead of 50% when you transform. And then S6 is going to be more damage in your alt form, as well as max stats. If you have the money or the pulls for it, go for the R1 weapon first instead of S1, and then go from there. Alright, now we're moving on to teams. Her best team in slot is going to be Cartethia, Psychona, and Arrow Rover. But if you're using Rover, you can use Verena, or you can use Shorekeeper. And if you don't have Chacona, you can use Sanhua or Alto. They won't really do much, but they'll kind of just exist there. Alright, next is going to be her rotations. Now, you do your first 2 characters first, and then you tag in Cartethia. Your intro is going to summon your first sword. You need all 3 swords to do the most damage, okay? Intro, first sword. You do your full basic 4 attack, so just press the square if you're playing on console. Basic attack 4 times until she does her little arrow thing. Once it brings it down, that'll be her second sword. Your skill gives you your third sword. Or you can do a plunge attack, and that'll give you your third sword as well. And then you switch to your alt after that. And then in alt mode, you're going to want to use your skill. You want to do a 1-2 attack in the air, so all you got to do is jump and then hit twice in the air. Use your skill again. Finish your basic attack combo. Do 2 heavy attack combos, and then use your alt. You can use your echo anywhere during that time, doesn't matter. And then you do your outro, and she will absolutely dominate. You just gotta make sure she's well built, and then you'll be chilling. But yeah, if this helped, like and subscribe for more. If you need any more help with anything at all, here's my playlist here. And until then, have a good one, everybody. Peace.